Okay, welcome to this episode of Luv Subbin, and we are fully loaded up. We're packed.
We got all this stuff.
Our payload capacity is at its max, but we're missing something.
Yeah, where's the Airstream?
No RV today. We are going on a different kind of adventure.
Exactly, and we're going to take you along, and it should be very exciting. So we are here at Erie Canal Adventures, and we are going to be taking the next couple of days and staying on that.
The Canandaigua.
The Canandaigua. Absolutely. It's the Erie Canal version of a narrowboat. So we're going to check it out and see how it compares to the English narrowboats. It should be very interesting.
So this is your first impression. You've not stepped aboard this thing. You've never...
Nope.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look. And look at that. There's a train in the background.
That's awesome.
I've got trains and boats. I just need aircraft.
Exactly.
All right, let's go check it out. Do a quick tour because we got to get moving and loading.
Yep.
How long is this?
This is 42 feet long. Our narrowboat in England was what, 65?
69.
69 feet long. So it'll be an interesting comparison. First thing is that I don't think our narrowboat on England had a cover over the back.
Nope, we've got a nice canopy.
Yep, we got a nice canopy.
You can see we're hooked up to
shore power.
30 amp electric.
We never had shore power in our English narrowboat, and we also didn't have one of those.
An air conditioner.
An air conditioner.
How cool is that? What have you got below you there? It's then.
That's the hatch, right?
Plus it looks like you've got an RV water heater and an RV furnace.
Yep, I think we had both of those.
Okay.
Yep.
We've got a standard tiller like we did on the narrowboat.
Yep.
We've got an American flag instead of a Union Jack.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go ahead and take a quick tour because we've got to get moving here.
Yep, and notice that they sealed it for safety clean.
Yep, we've been COVID cleaned.
Yes.
We'll do a little bit more on the
interior. All right, so we have a, I think this pushes back, I think. Anyway, we'll go in. That has to push back. Yeah, I think it does. All right. Yep.
Cameraman had to function there briefly.
Absolutely. So yeah, we have a panel right here that shows all our utilities. And we have a nicer staircase than what we had before. What's interesting is we're coming down into a bedroom as opposed to a galley and a dining area. And there's a head with an RV toilet here, and it's just the head only. The sink is outside. We've got a plug there. I'm not sure you want to do any storage underneath. We got some drawers here for random stuff.
All right, so the first bed is right outside the cockpit.
We have a nice fan right there. Isn't that nice? Look.
Oh yeah, Cindy brought a fan.
I brought a fan just in case, but yeah, we have all the linens. And the other thing the narrowboat didn't have that we have is screens on the windows.
Yes.
Yes. So coming in the second bedroom,
Okay.
which is connected, we have again a sink, a mirror. We have a little window or door. No, we have a door here.
That's a door. Yep.
Yep.
That's a side hatch.
Yep, a side hatch. And we have a door, a closet of sorts with some chairs in there. We have a head with a shower.
Okay, so this is the one with the shower.
This is the one with a shower. Let's see how big it is. I mean, the ceiling is sort of lowish, I would think, right?
Yeah, but it's still bigger than our bathroom and our Airstream.
That is true. So, and this one again had the sink on the outside, so that's where the sink is located. And we're going to come through into our galley. The galley has a 3-burner stove, a standard propane stove, has a dinette, a sink, a bird book, Coast Guard regulations, a fly swatter, and we have a nice outer deck. Oh, and we have a nice bell too. In the bow, we have a enclosed, screened-in area with lights and some cushions and a nice seating area. So I think that's going to be your option for when you're plugged in and staying overnight so that you don't get eaten up by the bugs on the river.
All right. All right, well, that's our first initial impression, right?
Right, so I think this is going to be very comfortable. It's a lot larger width than what we had in England. It's a lot shorter, too. we were reminded that we needed to get a smaller boat mate.
All right, so let's go ahead and unload.
Let's get in. Let's get on board.
There we're commencing loading operations. Cindy and her mom are down below right now trying to pick out bedrooms. Okay, so we just finished our orientation, kind of our classroom work.
Right, it was about an hour's worth of video and instructions on how to operate the boat.
It was far more intense, far more detailed than what we got in Europe.
Absolutely.
It was a really well done job, and now we're going to get some on-boat training here.
Right, but we should be setting out shortly.
So, yeah.
Should be fun. So we ended up in Fairport, New York, near a lift bridge, which...
Yeah, we had wanted to go through it and kept on going, but they close at 5 starting 15 September, which was 2 days ago, so...
Right, and we didn't leave the marina until about 4 o'clock, and so we just...
That's because we had so much training that we had to do.
Right, and they were very kind. They came on the boat,
did a great
showed
job.
us all the systems, did a great job, gave us some docking situations, which I think we nailed.
I think we nailed it. It worked out well. So Cindy's mom's inside cooking up in the galley,
Yep.
a storm. We're gonna have a wonderful dinner.
Right.
And we'll do some more filming tomorrow to show you exactly how this puppy runs, how we dock it, how we leave.
And also the daily maintenance.
Ooh,
Yes.
my favorite part.
Yes, so should be fun.
Tomorrow. All right, well, good morning. It is day 1 of our first full day on the canal, and we're waking up around 6:30. You can see the sun's just kind of peeking up. Really no one but me and the ducks. A few other folks around, so our first task of the day will be to navigate the Fairport lift bridge, and then we're going to make our way westbound. But first, every crew relies on coffee, and that's what we're going to make.
You can see my dad is filling up with fresh water. Rich is manning the on-off switch. Doesn't really have a gauge, so we're just going to sort of figure out where to turn it off. Yeah. Hopefully it won't nail perfect.
Listening.
I didn't think I used that much water in the shower.
Oh!
Good one. How could you tell?
I can hear it. Okay, we're good.
All right, perfect.
Excellent. Well done.
So we're about ready to cast off. So the first thing that they ask you to do every morning is to open up the engine compartment and go ahead and check some items in the engine. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's accessed through one of these 2 doors.
And what are you looking for?
So we're looking for a couple of things. First of all, we're just looking at the strainer here, which is, so these types of engines are cooled with raw water from the canal. So the raw water comes up into the strainer and then into the cooling system. We're looking for 3 different liquids. We're looking for anything.
That's the strainer, the little plastic thing.
Yep. We're looking for anything pink, which could be leaked diesel oil or transmission fluid. We're looking for anything green, which could be leaking coolant.
And we're looking for excessive water.
and any water, and it looks pretty much bone dry, I would say. I would say absolutely bone dry, which is good. And I tell you what, Erie Canal Adventures has asked us not to go into the engine room under any circumstances unless you're on the phone with them or they tell you to, but it's just killing me. I just want to go in there and check the oil and the dipstick. This is just driving me absolutely bat crazy.
No, Richard.
I want to get in there and do this, but they won't let me, so
It's all right.
we'll go ahead and follow the rules. We'll get this thing started, and let's get under this lift bridge.
Sounds good. So our next step is to disconnect from electric because they have had somebody take off without doing that, and they basically pulled the box off.
Okay, just add that to
Yep.
what you got.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and start the engine. After you start the engine, the first thing you want to check is to make sure that there's cooling water flowing out of the exhaust. So let's go ahead and start her up. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and check that cooling water.
Oh, looks like we got some. Good to go.
All right, crew, we're gonna go ahead and do our pre-departure briefing. Colonel, you're gonna take the bow line. When I say to release it, you let it go. Same thing. The procedure is going to be, I'm going to throw the tiller to the canal side, to the south side. Slowly engage forward. That'll bring the stern this way, and we'll use the bow thruster to keep it level.
Okay.
All right?
So it's raining, and Rich is closing the top hatches on the front compartment so that it doesn't get wet. This is the view out the front as we are underway. We are about to hit a bridge, as you can see. And this is the front of the ship, and this is our view going back. Galley as we walk. You can see we have a very large dish strainer. See how our galley is organized. All our dishes and glassware came in some big bins, and we had to put things away once we got on board. There's our galley stove. As we walk through, we have our bed with a nice light and sink. Parents are staying in that room. As you can see, Rich at the tiller.
So as you can see behind me here, there are walls. And the canal boat actually provides stakes and mallets, and you can actually tie up at a wall. You don't need to be at a marina or a dock or anything. They certainly ask not to do private property or a dock like some owner's dock, but this is, we saw some bollards and stuff like this on this wall, so this would be an opportunity if you're just going through the night, wanted to stop, just pull up on the wall. Kind of like what we did in England a few times. All right, see, how's this locking been treating you?
Oh, easy peasy. But it's a little muddy. You see how wet the wall is. The wall's kind of slimy, so the road's slimy as well.
You can see the rate as we're rising.
Yep. And
We've got another canal boat ahead of us there.
And you can see the wall doors behind us.
And you can kind of see here, it's kind of interesting to see as the water comes in, you do have some currents here, so you have to watch. And that's probably why they sent us to the port side. So we are now approaching the Genesee River, which runs north to south, and we're just going to cross it.
you take it north, you will head into downtown Rochester.
Join us next week for the conclusion of our canal boat adventure.
We'll show you going through the lock from start to finish.
Of course, it is Luv Subbin, so we will hit a brewery.
And we'll hit the Fairhope lip fridge again.
Plus, in next week's video, we'll answer the question, how much does it cost and how many people can each boat take? So hey, if you like this video,
Give us a big thumbs up.
and if you think we've earned a subscription, click the subscribe.
And comment below if you've done an Erie Canal adventure tour, because we really liked it.
Or if you did one in England as well. Because we come out with Airstream and RV related videos just like this one every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.